What's a history fact that just gets you choked up every time?
That all acts of terror, acts of war, and large mass killings are all celebrated in America, except one of the most historic ones of all time. Not to downplay the other ones, but they should be all remembered equally and celebrated equally. Everybody talks about Pearl Harbor. Every year they have a ceremony. Over 2,900 people died in Pearl Harbor when Japan invaded the island. 9/11, terrorist attack, New York City, Pentagon. Over 3,000 people died. Celebrated every year. You see every year they have a memorial, a parade, and all that kind of stuff like that. Hell, even the Holocaust is celebrated and remembered every year. That wasn't even in this country, but we still celebrate it. And I'm not taking away from them people, but you'll never hear about this being celebrated or parade about this. And the Tulsa Race massacre, aka Wall Street. After slavery was abolished, black people was feel like they was treated unfairly in the system. So what they did is they came together, all the most powerful, successful people, and they formed what's called Black Wall Street in a small city in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had over 600 businesses, right? Churches, restaurants, grocery stores, had private airstrips, movie theaters, bus systems, everything, banks, everything. And a lot of the white people at the time felt like this was unjust. Well, why all these black people having all this stuff like this and having all this money? Why can't we have it? So you know what they did? They got pissed and they rioted Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they burned down a lot of the cities, the church, all that stuff. And the black people actually fought back because, this is their land, this is their stuff, this is what they worked hard for. So they fought back, and they was actually starting to get the upper hand. And you know what happened after that? It was the first bombing, only bombing on U.S. soil. Yes, United States government bombed a black city, Black Wall Street, in Oklahoma in the 1920s. You don't hear about that shit. White people lost their lives, black people lost their lives. They said over 300 people lost their lives on paper, but it was well into 2,000-3,000, right? Same with Pearl Harbor, same with 9/11. You don't hear about that shit. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. Mr. Richard, like and follow for more.